Folks, welcome back. This is Yusuf again. This is part 2 of SEO tools. We're already done with the part 1. So if you missed the part 1 of the SEO tools, go ahead and check the replay. This is part 2. We're continuing to talk about SEO tools. Trista, how are you? So we have a lot of business owners in this. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Karen, I'm sorry, how you doing? So we have a lot of awesome business owners right here trying to learn, and this is part 2 of the part 1, so you can check the replay. It's called SEO tools. So we're talking about a lot of tools on the search and optimization. Okay, Felicia, how you doing? Thank you for the heart already. You guys are amazing. Amira, assalamu alaikum, how are you? So we're gonna go with the part 2 right now. We're still on the keyword tools. We're talking about those. So if you have any question later on, go ahead and leave the comment below, and I'll catch up after the session is done. So we're gonna do it for another 40 minutes. We'll take a break and so forth. So please enjoy, okay? I won't be able to engage because I'm teaching these awesome folks right here. You guys are ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me just flip the screen. All right. Part 2. This is part 2 of SEO tools. I hope you all can see the screen, but I'm going to have to go back and help my guests right here. All right. So the second SEO tool we talked about is SpyFu, right? So if you look at SpyFu, I don't know if y'all can see this. Here we go. All right, here we go. SpyFu. So if you look at SpyFu, I did a search for web design, and the SpyFu is telling me there's like a 30,000 search per month, and globally 165,000, and the click-through rate is 2% and whatnot. But again, the thing with the SpyFu, it doesn't give you enough variation up to like 4 or 5. Then after that, they're going to ask you to buy the service, okay? But the reason I mentioned it, because it's very popular, it comes with Backlink Analysis, so it can tell you exactly what kind of backlink a specific website gets. So you can figure out who are their backlink. Are they from a press release website? Are they from a blogging website? Are they from a San Antonio Express? You can analyze them. Does that make sense? Because in order for you to rank, you have to analyze your competitor's website. Why they're ranking for this keyword? Is it because of the keyword? Is it because of how many pages? Is it because of how many, like right here? For the web design, all these blogs is very popular for the word web design. You see that? Okay. But SpyFu, for some reason, doesn't give you enough. Like Keyword Spy gives you a lot for the free, but SpyFu give you just a little bit. Okay. But it's very popular keyword tool. That's why I mentioned it. So let's go with the Keyword Finder, which is kwfinder.com. kwfinder.com. What this one does, it helps you to look for 3 to 4 word keywords, not the general one only. Okay? So if I type web design, did I pronounce it right? And analyze it, let's see if it works. So there you go. Wow, look at that. It's going down. So Google search result page of all these pages. So same thing, give me some ideas, web design inspiration, affordable web design companies. So the focus with this keyword that you have to look for 3 to 4 keywords. San Antonio web design, San Antonio web design company. If you do 1 keyword, it's not going to help you. If you do 5 or 6 keywords, it's not going to help you either. It has to be between 3 to 4. Okay, so that's what they call it. That's what long tail keyword means. So it gives you some ideas for that one general keyword that I used. It gives you some ideas like, okay, web design inspiration, I don't know if that's relevant to me. That doesn't sound like relevant if I provide the service. Best web design, I'm not sure about that. Affordable web design, yes, that could be part of my service, right? Web design companies, okay, I'm part of that company. Web designer, that's a freelancer. That doesn't apply to me. Does that make sense? Web design company, yes, that's applied to me. Okay? Just another tool to kind of help you focus on just the long tail keyword. But again, you don't have to really, but it's all good. Check this out. This one that you have to pay for it called the Long Tail Pro. I knew about this through a good person I met in Paris called Akila, and she shared this with me, long tail keyword. I usually use Marcus Samurai, and I invested in this one as well. So let's see if it pops up. So this is not free. You can use it for like 14 days for free. After that, you have to purchase the product for like $100. They have 2 options. They have a one-time payment, and they also have where you pay $99 and every month $20. Okay, but with Marcus Samurai, I can only pay $99 and I'm done. Okay? I don't know why it's not coming up. Come on, long tail.
99 appear or
No.
we are completely done?
Done. For the market summary. Come on, come on, come on! Okay, let me try Nobel Samurai.
The site might just be down because I tried doing
Is internet down?
that. No, I think it's just that site.
The site sucks. Okay, so no. What you were saying? Maybe the long tail the long tail pro is down. Okay, let's go to the market summary for now. So this is market samurai. They're from Australia. Okay, there are several products, and one of the products that I awesomely use is called Market Samurai right here. Now the cool thing about Market Samurai, it is attached to Google Keyword Planner. That means it picks the keyword from Google. Okay, that's the first thing. Secondly, Market Samurai, what it does, remember when I told you that 800 keywords that Google gives you, right? And it's going to take you forever to go through all of them. In Market Samurai, there is a feature that says analyze the keyword and it will pick the best. Like out of the 800, they probably give you 30 or 20 or 40. Why? Because they will tell you these are the key phrases or keywords you have to focus on because these are the keywords that brings conversion. These are the keywords that works most of the time. Isn't that cool? So I don't have to worry about all the 800. I can just grab the best and go from there. So it saves less time. Plus, Market Samurai also has a feature to pull content based on your keyword research. So it will show you YouTube videos, press release, article site, blogging website based on that keyword so you can start writing content for yourself or use it for social media. And it has another feature that tells you, let's say web design. They will tell you, you know what, Yusuf, web design, I don't think it competes. They will show you the top 10 websites for that keyword and it will tell you how hard it is for you to outrank them or not. And if you can't outrank them, Market Samurai will give you some suggestion what you can do to rank for something else until you reach that level. It's an amazing, amazing tool. And the cool thing about Market Samurai, guess what? Let me show you something real awesome. Right under the support right here, if you go to the support, they got all the videos. They got videos to teach you how to use every single thing from within that application, that software. Look at that. How to do keyword research the proper way, how to use the SEO competition, how to monetize your blog, your content. Okay, it is I've been using it for years. This is by far the best. But now I'm going to also use Longtail because I've been told that it's, I don't know why it's not coming up. It's similar to Market Samurai, but more user friendly.
What's the difference between the other
Market Samurai and the
other ones?
Oh.
If you go back.
You mean for the Longtail?
No, it's just the same.
All the other stuff we mentioned?
Yeah.
Let's just save you time.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it has more features because the other one just keyword research, right? Market Samurai is more than keyword research. They do like content research. They do other stuff. They tell you if you are able to rank for this keyword with your competitor, it will tell you yes or no. So you don't have to waste your time competing. It's not going to work. So if you want my advice to invest in something, I would say Market Samurai or Longtail. Longtail is like another version of, it's another company. They are as powerful as Market Samurai, but more user-friendly. That means very old graphic style. And so if that's what you're going to go for, you can test both of them because they'll allow you to test it for like 14 days. So see which one, for free. So you see which one do you like the best. The Market Samurai, I don't know why it's not coming up. Market Samurai, you only pay like $99 and you're done. No, you're really nothing. For life. For life.
I've seen that is better than the other.
Yes, for life. The other, they have two options. They have the option to pay once in a lifetime. They also have the option you have to pay $20 every month for like extra features. Okay? So why I recommend those two? Because it saves you time. You don't have to, because if you go with Google AdWords and all the other stuff, it's time consuming. That means you're going to spend, how many times we did training on keyword? People spend like weeks.
Yeah.
Well, a beginner spend weeks. But this one, you guys want to do a class on Market Samurai maybe to show you all the main stuff? Okay, maybe I'll do a class next month on Market Samurai.
You have to dress the part.
All right. So, but the cool thing about it that it's not just keyword, but it helps you. So are you blog? No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. All right. I don't know why I assumed that. See a young lady. Oh, you're a blogger. Okay. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
right? So for bloggers, if you want to monetize, let me give you an example. Let's say you want to start a niche-based blog. You want to blog about specific traveling product, like Maritza was talking about traveling product. Let's say you talk about traveling gears, traveling product, right? And you want to make money out of it. So what you do, you find out what's the most keyword that can bring you the best traffic, the best conversion. And when you write the content, you're going to base it off of this tool. So when you get the traffic, there is like anywhere between 0 to like 100% chance that people are going to actually buy the product. For instance, in Market Samurai, there's a section that says, let's take the example of web design, right? If it tells me this is the best keyword, it will also tell me that how many clicks you're going to get on the site. If your website ends up being on the first page of Google as the first link, it will tell you from 0 to how many that you might get a possibility of click. If it says 1 to 100, that means there's a possibility that you'll get 0, 20, 40, or 100 click. And to me, that's awesome, because you know what? I want to make sure that if I end up being on the front page as the first link, I want to make sure I am getting some clicks that convert. Does that make sense? So that's why I recommend that if you want to try it, unfortunately I don't have it on my Mac right now, but try this. You can use it for free up to like, I don't know, is it 14 days or 19 days?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't try.
You can try this one, or you can also try, let me see, that's coming up. I don't know why it's not coming up. So I'm giving you all the options. I'm giving the free one, just for the sake of knowledge, but there you go. How long till?
I clicked at that one, but it didn't come out.
Interesting.
Maybe they are on maintenance.
It's possible. Okay, if you can find it, it looks like, let me show how it looks. Let me go to.
I just pinged their website. They're up, but they're not. The web server's not responding.
Ah, interesting. That's how it looks. Okay. Yeah, at least you would know how it looks. So you can try it for free version and see which one you feel more comfortable with, whether Longtail Pro or the Market Samurai. Okay? Alright, so we're done with the keyword research. Any more questions? Quiz time? Yes.
So I have a lot of questions, I'm sorry. Okay,
Please
so
do ask.
for the keyword research, this is really great. So now we know what keywords to use, but how does that help us become like the first link?
Okay.
On a page? How do we get up to the first link?
Excellent. That's a beautiful question. And for that, you need to come to my SEO class. That's organically, yeah. There's something called offsite SEO. That means you have to do so much stuff in order for Google to push you on the front page. That's a great question, but there's so many stuff you have to do. I mean, I can't give that answer in 1 minute because you have to.
Simple answer.
Yeah, there's like you have
It
to.
took 6 hours.
Yeah, we did it last month. We did it last month.
This is a class, is SEO 101.
Yeah, we did SEO 101, and this is a continuation because we couldn't cover the tools. So, how do you rank on the front page? You do SEO. That's how you rank. And what is SEO? You can blog weekly on your website. You can be active in the social media. You can do YouTube videos. You can do link building. You can submit infographic to infographic website. You can do SlideShare, submit to SlideShare website. You can contact journalists locally. I mean, there's so much work that you do. Eventually, Google will notice the signals and push you up because there's something called SEO factors. Like link building is a factor, on-site SEO is a factor, social media is a factor that eventually will push you. There are more than 200 to 10,000 signals.
But which ones give you the most points, so to speak?
No such thing. You have to try all of it. Because there's some websites that don't even do SEO and they still rank. Why? Because Google decided to rank them for whatever one of those 200 factors.
It's like credit building, right?
Right.
It's like a certain thing.
Right.
Certain points, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, as a small business owner, like, how the heck do you even get your business on the front page?
I'm going to show you something real quick. This is a very small business owner. If I go to Google and type, and here's another trick, be careful with some of the scammers. When they do so-called SEO service for you and they tell you, I'm going to rank you within 24 hours, make sure they're not logged in because organically you're not going to rank within 24 hours. Because they're logged in, it's cached, it's a trick. So make sure I log out to see the true result, right? So I'm going to do a search for, let's say, San Antonio, what is it, interior designer, right? So let's see who is here. Let's see if it's still there. If not, look at this one. You see this one here? This is my client. She's local. She's very small.
She made it.
Yeah, she made it. She made it on the front page within a month and a half.
Nice. Wow.
Okay, and that's our website.
Ooh.
Very colorful.
Yeah, we built the site for her too. But
Now, that's interesting, you say a month and a half, so
Yeah.
that's basically 45 days, and the studies show that if you just put up an arbitrary website and wait for the spiders for the search engines to find it, you don't do anything special, and you have unique content,
Right.
unique situation, then organically the search spiders will find you in about, on average, 45 days.
correct. But here's the one answer I haven't completed yet. This website ranked within a month and a half, right? Other website ranked within 8 months. But there's no guarantee.
Well, there's no average on
There's no average,
There's no
yeah.
average on a decaying
Right.
exponential. It's just, you know.
Right, and the thing is, Webmaster Tool, the reason it takes 45 days is because people do not use Webmaster Tool. Webmaster Tool has a feature where you can index the page for your Google, and it comes within a week. That means the spider going to come within a week and index everything, and that's how it ended up being on the front. But even if I do it with the other clients, like right now I have a client who's a moving company, who's been doing it almost for 6 months, nothing happened. He's still on the 8th page. Okay, again, Google makes a decision, right?
How unique is his content? Is he like,
We
selling
blog
garage
once a
doors?
week. We
If he's
blog
selling
once a week.
garage doors, I'm not surprised, but if
Right. We found a lot of mistakes. That's a different story. We found a lot of mistakes with the previous client that they helped them. They put something on the robot.txt file to block the site. That was one problem. That's what we found out. But regardless of the case, the reason I mentioned 1 and a half because just to tell you, yes, some of them are going to take them a month, some of them 3 months, some of them 8 months, some even a year. But the strategy was the same. We haven't changed the strategy. It's the same thing. We blog, we social media, we do videos, we do link building, we do press release, same stuff. Right now I have another company, Discover Carpet Care. They are a carpet cleaning company. Right now they're on the 4th page, and we're still on the 4th month, and they're on the 4th page. So we got 2 more months left to see what's going to happen. Does that make sense? But this client, she is local. She's, just a local business, and she's right there. And the keyword that we use is in something like a designer. Okay. If I use
John Williams in Interiors is the word now.
she's still there too, even for that one.
Go back to the site real quick, please. I just want to see something else.
Well, the inverse question to ask, which illustrates this problem is,
Mhm.
what if you want to build a website that nobody can find except for the people you want to find it?
Right.
I have to build a lot of those for my clients because they want to have security through obscurity. They don't want to be found except for their guys and their stuff.
Right.
All right, so one of the challenges you have to do is you have to make it so that the robots don't find you.
Right.
You have to have your robots.txt set with all the defaults and say, don't scan me, go away.
Right.
You also have to make sure that you don't have any crosslinks.
Right.
And what you discover when you build these kind of websites where you don't want to be found is you will get accidentally found because people will put links and blogs and other things, and then the spiders will crawl the blogs, go to the links, and they'll
Right.
find your website.
Correct. But here's the thing, though. Even if you use no indexing or whatever, Google will still link it through. Does that make sense? Even if you put no index to not index it.
In my experience, the only time that happens is if it shows up in a blog
Right.
link where it says, look at this image, look at this file.
Right, but what I'm trying to say, Google will still run it through. We will, the link will, the bar will go through it, but the only difference is you want to index it. That's it.
Right.
That's
You
only
just get that
difference.
one item and that's it, because that was the
Right.
only thing that was public.
Absolutely, but Google will still basically read that link, but it will based on we're going through it advanced. No index, no follow. That's a totally different story. Okay.
Quick observation.
Yes.
So there's 6 social media sections, and they're not using Instagram. Is there a reason why? Not?
She doesn't want to use it. That's it.
I just wonder
Yeah,
if
she doesn't
there's a
use it.
reason.
Depends on the audience that you're trying to reach.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an answer to you. So to show you the proof that this one took us like a month and a half. I didn't show them myself. Like, what? This is not too early. Does that make sense? And some of them 7 months, 6 months, and some of them 9 months. But here's the funny part: the company, the moving company, we're having some challenges. The funny thing about their analytics, the traffic is always going up. Like every month, you will see the traffic is going up. And it's funny because they are getting a submission. You know the form submission, they're getting that, right? But for some reason, not ranking. For the first 3 months, we found out somehow accidentally their previous company put something in the robot.txt file to block the whole site. So I guess when that business owner left them, I don't know what happened between them, so they put that link so it's not going to be indexed, it's not going to be searched. So once we removed it, now the traffic starts to flow through it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so that's done for the keyword. Any more questions? That's it? All right, so let's go with the on-site web analytics. Aha! All right. So for any website, you definitely need to have two important things, and that is your Google Analytics and the Google Webmaster Tool. And the purpose of having Google Analytics, because you need to know why or where the traffic is coming from, how many minutes my visitor is spending, what kind of so-called keyword they're typing, even though the main keyword are actually blocked, and are they visiting from their website, are they visiting from their mobile device? Does that make sense? So you definitely, need that. And if you have a WordPress website, use this plugin called Google Analytics by Yoast. Okay, the same guy right here, yoast.com. Okay, yoast.com. So he has an SEO plugin, but he also created a Google Analytics plugin. So once you add the plugin to your WordPress-based website, you can go ahead and add the code in the plugin, and that's it. It will read it.
Notice again, Instagram's not there.
Yeah, I guess it's not. Okay, it's not the problem. Yeah. I know WP Engine don't use Instagram.
Another site right here.
Okay.
It's not there.
All right. So use this plugin for WordPress, and let's go and see how the analytics look like. Okay.
Why do you need that plugin? Why can't you just go to Google Analytics?
Okay, you're gonna go to Google Analytics. You're gonna get the code. How are you gonna put the code on the site?
Oh, so it's already there.
You have to put the code on the site.
Yeah, that's already okay.
Because typically, if you do it manually, you have to put the code, the script on every page. But this plugin, you just put the UA code and it reads it for all the pages. Okay.
Yeah, but can you put that in the header?
Yeah, I mean, if you are technical, you can do it, of course. But most of the small business, they don't want to. I'm going to teach basic stuff. I don't want to go in the technical side, right? But if you know how to do it, it's all yours. Because what you do, you go to the header of every single page and add it there. But with this one, I'm just going to put the UA code. I just put that, boom, I don't have to do anything else. And it reads for all the pages for me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And it's
That's
free,
why.
right?
The traditional way, it's the one that you're talking about. That's the traditional way, which is get the code and put on the header. Yeah, that's the most, how everyone used to use it for like a long, long time. But thanks to WordPress, I mean, they make this plugin so they can make life easier for us lazy people, right? So we're going to go and log into Google Analytics. There you go. That's a Google Analytics. Okay. As you can see, several accounts, because Analytics can take up to 100 accounts. The Google Analytics can take up to 100 accounts. Okay. So this is Google Analytics. That's how it looks. All these websites are there. I don't want you to see it. Okay. So when you go to admin, let's say when I put a new account, you click create new. I'm showing you guys how many of you set up a Google Analytics? First of all, 1, 2, 3. You didn't? Okay. So, because you didn't set up, right? Okay, you don't have a website. So, when you come to the analytics, you have a website and a mobile app. That means for the mobile, the mobile app, but you don't have to do that right now. So, what you do first, account name. This is just for you. You can call it anything you want. I usually just put the name of the website. If it's Yusuf Chowdhury, I will say Yusuf Chowdhury. Name of the account. The name of the website, Yusuf Chowdhury, not the just Yusuf Chowdhury. Okay, just the name. Don't put the domain, just the name. Okay. Here you're gonna put the domain. Right here. This is where we're gonna put the domain address, like www dot the domain address. Then you select the category. If the category here exists for your niche, pick it up. If not, just select other. Okay. Then select the proper time zone. Okay. Okay. All right. Then when you click Get Tracking ID, then it will give you that script that you're supposed to copy it on every single page, right? Because we use WordPress, I don't have to do that. I can just go ahead and get the actual code. And I'm going to show you how. It's already there. Let me go to home. Do I have it? There you go. This website is still under work, so it's not that good. Okay. So right here, what happens, it gives you, see this code right here? I can just copy this thing. That's it. The tracking ID. Okay, I can copy the tracking ID, and then we log into my site. That is my website, my personal site. Okay. Say what? Okay. All right, so let me log into it. Ah, they forgot Instagram. Tim, hey, there's no Instagram. I got caught.
No, it's just an observation.
Just an observation. Observation.
I noticed it.
That's a good one. No, actually, I had it on the sidebar, but I guess my developer forgot to add it.
That's not. I'm looking through different
Okay.
sites here, and there's different reports on it, and none of them talk about Instagram.
Sad, man. You should be an Instagram expert.
Yeah, but I also think it depends on the demographic of the clients,
Right.
you know, because Instagram is definitely targeted towards younger people.
Not necessarily. Were you in my Instagram class?
No.
Okay, you know General Electric, the company? They have an Instagram account. Yeah, and they're very popular. Ford, the car company, they have it.
So like demographic wise, you don't think that the users for Instagram, it's higher population in like younger people?
They
That's-
are. They're more
Yeah.
millennials, women
Yeah.
18 to 29.
Right, that's true. But again, why would General Electric use it then? Why would Ford use it then? Does that make
Because,
sense?
they're targeting truck buyers, you know?
You know? So what I'm saying, just because people say, oh, young generation moving from Facebook to Instagram, like Snapchat, why big companies use Snapchat? I tested it, and I never fell in love with Snapchat. To me, it was like ridiculous. But it's very popular now. Big companies use it. Why? Because there's a market for it, you know? Just because when the media says only young generation, that's true, only young generation moving to it, but no. If you use it properly, other people go to it. Like, for instance, real estate can use Instagram perfectly. Real estate. Take picture, hashtag New Jersey homes, people search for it on Instagram, shows up. Okay?
Yeah, but
Does that make sense? And plus, Instagram was bought by who?
Facebook.
Facebook. Right? And how many millions of users they have? I don't know, 300 million, something? Yeah. There you go. So here we go. This is the WordPress in the back end, the analytics right here. I click on the analytics. This is the plugin from Yoast. So what happened, usually when you click on overview, is right here. Where did it go?
Where are you?
It should be right.
So this is a little like when you set up your DNS with Google, you have a sender policy framework.
Right.
And this code is essentially doing the same thing
Yes.
here.
Yeah. So you're absolutely correct. So look at this one right here. I put the code right there, and that's it. I don't have to put it manually on the header of every page. And I'm done. That's it. And when I go to my analytics, you know, I can see, like, if I, you know, I can see what kind of traffic. Not a lot because I'm doing a lot of work on it. See that kind of traffic all here showing up. Okay. So that's for Google Analytics. And let me show you some quick extension. I also added right here Google Analytics extension, so I can view everything from the browser instead of logging in. I mean, I have to be logged in anyway, but I can view it from the front. So let me show one of my clients' website right here. Okay, so right now I'm logged into Google, right? I'm already logged in, I hope. Oh, you know what? I actually logged up because I did log out. Did I log out? No. So let me click right here. I want to click on, and let's see what happens. Boom. So I can see it from here, all this stuff. Like the bounce rate is 24, awesome, 24% bounce rate. Okay, page views 3,000, and now here, it tells me on the home page almost like 900 clicks. On the about page, how many clicks, on every sub pages, how many clicks, that kind of stuff.
Is there anything that takes Google Analytics and maybe some of these other sites and creates a aggregate score of those different sections, bounce rates and so on and so forth, so you have a more,
There are other tools, but I mean,
you know what I mean?
yeah, there are other tools besides this one.
Right. What I'm saying is that you go, we discussed earlier, you go on this side right here and I'll say bounce rate 24%, and another one said it's 2%.
Right.
You know, but you have a checks and balances because you use
That's
those
actually,
sites, right?
yeah, that's actually a question, but because I'm using only analytics on this website, I don't need to any other analytics to it. Okay, there's Clicky is another one, PWiki is a third one. I'm just going to focus on Google because it's Google. Why would I use something else for that? Because Google is analyzing this site and they're telling me what's happening to the website. Does that make sense? Right now it says the only one visitor, which is me. In the weekend they don't get a lot of hits. So if any of you right now, if you go to texasbariatric.com right now, any one of you, it will say second person visit the site in real time. Does that make sense? I use it. I rely on Google because it's just Google, you know. But there's Clicky, there's other tools that can do the similar analysis, right? But I haven't really honestly done that. I just stuck with, for this one, I stuck with one. Okay?
Can you
But
refresh it?
refresh it.
Yeah, because I'm on their site.
Okay, let's see. Refresh. Almost. There you go.
How did you add
Okay,
the
let me do this.
extension?
From here, I can just go to the analytics directly to that analytics. You see, it takes you to the Google Analytics from here. And now, let me give you. You guys want to look at the traffic that we have on this website. The traffic we have is an average between 150 to 200 hits a day on their website, organically. Okay. So if I go to real time right there, overview, right? So right now we have 3 people, right? Somebody clicked on the pediatric surgeons page. I don't know who. Okay. Then Facebook is number 1 in traffic too. Now I can click on the location. See where they're coming from.
Whoa.
Look
You're
at that.
someone from Alaska?
Yeah.
No,
No,
it takes United
it's just
States.
proved that way.
Yeah, it takes United
Oh,
States.
sorry.
So there you go. So San Antonio, Houston, San Marcos. Right now. Somebody's looking at it.
So cool.
Right?
And that extension, is that a Chrome extension? Or?
That's only for Chrome, yes.
Okay.
So I just use it, but you have to be sure that you have access to the analytics. So I have so many clients, I have the extension, so I can just in front of them when I go meet them, click the extension, shows them everything up front. Because they get confused if you go through the detail, especially most of them unfortunately don't understand it. You just show the main stuff. This many bounce, this many traffic, this many. Look, for instance, I've been telling them that I don't know why they're just not listening to me. Like the success patient, before and after, which is testimonial page, only get less than 1%. So I've been suggesting like there's no need for that page because it's so low, you know, because they keep adding content to the testimonial page. They're like a newspaper. I'm like, you know. Anyway, so this gives you an idea what's happening to your site, and of course it takes it directly right here. So real time, I can see who is coming from which location. So I'm gonna do my marketing strategies or promotion of direct mail. Now I know where I can send it to.
So question, so how, when you're reviewing your website, you're reviewing the analytics, how often would you suggest to make changes on monthly
Excellent,
basis, 60
excellent
days,
question.
90 days?
That's an excellent question, Tim. Well, it depends because you don't do changes right away.
Right.
You first observe because, like you know how you mentioned, for any new website it will take like 45 days or in order to grab it very well. If you have the website ready for a month and you're blogging, let's say every week, and you're sharing it on social media, right? You know, check every week, just see what happens. But it doesn't have to be aggressive checking, just like making sure that, okay, I'm putting something, I'm getting like 20 hits a day, oh, that's good. I'm getting 20 hits a day, that's fine. Once I get to like maybe 50 or 100, then you can see what's happening to the page. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So you can see so Houston's right now traffic source.
So 45 to 60 days, maybe?
Organic.
You're pretty
I do it every week, but based on the activities. If you don't do anything, there's no point of checking.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Assuming that you're active,
Right.
and then your results are maybe 5%
Yeah.
on one section and 90% on another after 45 to 60 days, you should probably change the 5% section.
The only thing we're going to change, for instance, in this website, we had to change this.
Okay.
It was a different information like sign up with the portal or whatever, and nobody was clicking on it.
Right.
So we changed to get started. And now it's the second highest click. You only make the change based on what's happening to the site. Let's say this one is yellow and nobody's clicking on it. I'm going to change to red. See if there's a click increases.
Okay,
So
how many days or months you take between the first one and then you change it to the other one that went up?
Okay, with all our clients, we check every week. We do it weekly because we have a lot of work. We do like a lot of work. Does that make sense? But you as a beginner, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's not going to harm you to check it, but if you're not doing anything, then why are you checking it? But if you blog once a week and you share on social media, yes, check it. See what's happening. Like, am I getting the traffic? Like right now, I can show you for something. If I go back right here, I want to look at the traffic Well, first of all, I want to make sure that who is watching and from where, right? So the majority of the visitor coming from a mobile device right now. A couple of months ago, it was a desktop. But now the majority of the visitors are coming from the mobile. That means they check on the mobile website or from home right now. But before I came to the company, it was only the desktop. So I did something to, and plus a lot of visitors right now these days actually happening from the mobile device. Does that make sense? Then I can also look at behavior. I want to see when they drop into the website, where do they go? So the first time they come to the home page, where do they go? Get started. See? It gives an idea when a visitor hits your website. Oh, so get started is the second page. And after that, Dr. John Pelter is a very popular doctor, right? Surgeon. Then they click on contact us. They look at Dr. Scabasas. They go back to the landing page, which is through the ad. They look at the best, this is the blog post actually, the best bracket surgeon. We just released it last week. And now it's getting a lot of hits. Does that make sense? So this helps you to understand the behaviors of your audience.
And then also the way you
Yes.
construct the page.
Correct, and that's how you start. You know, for instance, what we also did, some of the pages here were actually, let's assume the patient support was here, and we kind of removed it based on which one gets the most hits. So if the contact gets, let's say, most hits, we're going to move it a little bit closer to the about page or the home page, so we can change the behavior of the visitors. Does that make sense? So far it's good, right? So far it's cool. All right. Let's see, traffic, acquisition. So look at this thing, all traffic. So again, I'm very, very happy with this project because before I came in, they were only getting traffic through direct. That means people tapping the website directly or the brand name, but now organic. So organic gets almost, as you can see, a lot. That means people type in bariatric surgeon, lab band surgeon, you know, all this, the organic keywords, and they're getting most of the hits. Okay? Directly basically means they type the domain name. That's what the direct means. They type the domain name they found it. Paid search, that's Google AdWords. We do Google AdWords for them. This how many from Google AdWords. Social, you know, social media, and refer from referral link, like press release, any other websites out there that send a backlink to the site.
What is the filter mechanism between, say, direct and a social? In other words, how does Google decide that it's coming from a social thing and not just some bounce off of a search engine?
1 second.
And people throw the word social out, social media, but you know,
Yeah, here we go.
They never define where it's coming from.
Yeah, there you go. So when you click on the social, it says most of them came from Facebook because we've been very active on Facebook. We haven't touched the Pinterest and Twitter and Google Plus aggressively. I mean, we do some update, but we focus
So
more.
we're just arbitrarily saying this website is
Right.
a social network site, this website's a social network site, and we're just categorizing that away.
Correct, because you're absolutely correct. And the reason, because Google cannot log in to Facebook to find out how the link came. So that means in Facebook, we put the actual link in the post. When people clicked on it, they came to the site.
Or are they actual ads that you're
Right.
putting forward in Facebook too?
Yes. So that's what Google is telling us. They will tell you exactly how the link, I mean, they're not going to show you the actual link, but they will tell you whatever you're doing, activity in the social media, customer are coming to your website. Does that make sense? So right now, we need to increase the Google Plus and Twitter and Pinterest. But that means whatever we do on Facebook, it's working. Does that make sense? So it's working. And that's how it added the traffic to the site. Okay?
Does it also measure your conversions?
Yes, there's a conversion like the click and whatnot. We use like a gold page and calls and whatnot. Paid, of course, Google AdWords, refer. And if I click on the organic search, unfortunately, what Google did, they blocked this one right here. You see this? The one keyword that brings the most traffic, they blocked it.
¿Por qué?
Why? Because they don't want the SEO guys to use it. That's why. Because before it used to
Say
be
that again, they don't want who to use it?
the SEO. Because if you know the most of the traffic you're getting organically, how can they make money?
Right.
Does that make
Oh.
sense? That's why they blocked it. As you can see, look at this. It's not provided. So 60. That's a lot. I don't know which one has to bring the most of the traffic. But they give us the other lower one. There you go.
Okay, do they have the option to buy the knowledge?
Well, that's where you go to Google AdWords to do some tests. But anyway, that's why I missed the Google keyword tool.
Why they are so arbitrary?
It's okay. So right here, it shows me like gastric bypass surgery. You know, these are the other variation of how that's like 88%, but
So,
they're not going to
hold
tell
on a
us.
second. You're hosting this website where?
Rackspace.
Okay. you don't have access to the raw server logs because that's not provided. You'll see that referral link, and you'll get hints from that referral column
Yeah,
if
but-
you have the raw web server logs.
Right, but Rackspace's not going to give me that.
They
access.
won't give you the
No,
raw
they won't
logs.
give you.
Then why are you using them for a hosting?
Not
service?
me. This is the client.
I understand, but
There
that's my next question is, if they don't give you access to the raw logs, why are you using them?
I'm telling you, this is not my.
I understand, I'm just,
Yeah,
you know,
the clients
it's a
are
marketing
using
question.
it. Clients are using it. It's not my problem. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. That's what the
Yeah, but you're
client.
getting blamed for it.
Yeah, they're using and they're using the Rackspace. They're not gonna. They will give me full access to the Rackspace. I don't have time even to set up a FTP whatever. So that's not my. That's an irrelevant question right now. But it's a good point though. Yeah.
Okay, just to reiterate, sorry, I'm having a difficult time understanding. So organic search is just like you, human being, going into Google searching. That's
Right,
organic, right?
right.
Whereas what's not organic? Is it called?
No,
not
these are all organic.
No, is it called not organic?
Which one?
If it's
Like the AdWords.
The AdWords is just PPC. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Organic basically means you did not pay Google AdWords to rank on the front page. That's what organic means. Okay? And PPC basically means you paid them, and that's how you rank on the front page. Okay. All right. Let's see anything else there. So this is basically, and of course the in-page analytics is the same thing as I use the extension on the top. It's the same stuff right here. This is the in-page analytics. Okay? So make sure you install that one. Okay? All right, so the third one is Google Webmaster Tool. So besides having the Google Analytics, you have to make sure that you need to configure your account with Google Webmaster Tool. Because the first one was what? The first one was for
Analytics.
like analyzing the behavior of the customer, right? Understanding where they come and whatnot. But the Webmaster Tool, this is for the on-site SEO. That means, do you have the robot.txt file installed properly? Do you have the title tag? Did you submit for indexing? Is it crawling? That's what is it for. And if you get, let's say, if your server has some issues, excuse me, if the server has some issues and you got attacked or hacked or got malware, Webmaster Tool will let you know. If your on-site SEO violate their what do you call it, the Webmaster standard guide, like the SEO stuff, if you violate the rules, they'll let you know that you're doing something like black hat. Okay? But this is where I can update my pages and submit an index so I can have my website index quickly without waiting for 45 days or 1 month and whatnot.
This is where you tell the spiders to crawl.
Right, let me show you. Yes, absolutely. Right here, let's say if I click, let me go back and show you. And you do this when you optimize all the pages. You don't submit it right away. When you build the website and you make sure that all the content, all the copy, all the title tag, meta tag, and whatnot is done 100%, then you come back right here and go to crawl. See the crawl, right? Right here it was a site. First, you do two things. You do sitemap submission. So the sitemap, this is basically like all the links, for your website, right? So you're going to submit the sitemap right here. And how would you do it? With WordPress, there's a plugin called SEO plugin, right? An SEO plugin, there is an option right here that says XML sitemap, right? XML sitemap. You click on the XML sitemap, and what it does, it will generate the sitemap for you. Because there are two ways of doing it. You can do the traditional way. You can also do it using different tools like sitemap generator, or you can just do it from here, from this plugin. So all I have to do is just click on XML sitemap, and I got the sitemap. Okay. So the next step is I'll just copy this part. I'll copy this part of the sitemap. When I go back to the Webmaster Tool, I'm just going to go and do a test first to make sure the sitemap is correct. I'll run the test, and there you go. There's no errors. Then I can go ahead and submit for index.
All that does is check see if it's machine readable. That way, it just checks if the spider can read it.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Then I can go and submit it. But remember, don't submit it until you optimize every single thing, right? Now, there's an option right here called Fetch as Google, right? Fetch as Google. So what happened, let's say, you can also make sure that all the pages work properly very well, right? So what I can do, for instance, let's say my title, my meta tag has some spelling mistake, and it's already showing up on the search engine with the spelling mistake, right? You can go back to your website and change it, and of course it can change quickly, but in the search, it's going to take you a couple of weeks for it to update. It's not going to happen right away. So what happens, you come right here and put that specific page, let's say about, okay, and fetch and render, right? And within like a week, when you go back to Google, like a Google search, and you can see it's updated. Expedites it, yes. Okay? So this is where you index, and the cool thing about Webmaster Tool, once you submit it, once you submit your website, Webmaster Tool will send you step-by-step guide. It will tell you exactly like, you know, what you need to do first and next and whatnot, and how you can index it quickly so you can start coming up on the search. What happens sometimes, if you guys notice, let's say you met a customer who asks you, or a business owner who says, this is my website, and you type their website like that, right? And you see how my name shows up, or the website shows up, right? That means it's indexed. Okay, right? Some websites, they don't show up at all. Like you type their website and it doesn't even continue the .com domain because they didn't submit for indexing. Okay, once you index it, it will show up like that quickly. All right, so that's the Webmaster Tool. And here's the thing: make sure when you configure the Google Analytics, right? Leave the Google Analytics open. Leave your WordPress website open as well, like this open, right? So when you go to the Webmaster Tool to configure your Webmaster Tool, it will ask you with 5 options. It will tell you, would you like to configure using Analytics? Would you like to configure using HTML file? Would you like to configure using your hosting provider? Does that make sense? I select the Google Analytics and click Verify. When you click Verify, if it gives you like green check mark, then you're done. Then you're good. Okay? We definitely need those two because on one hand, Analytics will give us an information about how our visitor behave, and the Webmaster Tool will track and make sure that there is no hacking, there is no malware, none of the issue like that. In fact, one of my clients recently got hacked, and that was this website.
What do you mean hacked?
Well, somebody throwing.
So let's have some specifics here.
Yeah, well, that's what Google also said. They said your website is hacked. Somebody throw a link inside your HTTP access file, whatever. So they put like a nasty website. So this is the website, right? So I got an email from Google saying that there's a potential malicious malware on your server, so you need to take care of it before we say that what Google's going to do, they're going to throw this website as a hack website or some malicious code website. So we don't want to do that. So, right. Unfortunately, this client's hosting provider is GoDaddy.
Oh, you mean the website was defaced with bogus links?
Yeah, well, actually, nasty, basically like a nasty link. Yeah. So it was put inside the website. So what happened? They called GoDaddy. GoDaddy didn't do anything. They said, go and upgrade. I'm like, you don't need to upgrade to a different nonsense. So our developer went in the backend, went in the server, just removed all the malicious code, completely cleaned it. Took them several hours. Then we went back to the Webmaster Tool. We did another index submission. And then we got a report from Google. Everything is good. There's no malicious code. You're good to go. Okay? So that's why you need this, because when this sort of thing happens, now you can take quick action. Does that make sense? All right.
I think it's time for a break.
Huh?
I think it's time for a break.
Time for a break? Okay, 1 second before we take a break. I highly advise you to check this. Barbie. Verby. Oh, is it blocked? No, Barbie, I'm sorry. Like Barbie.
No.
Yeah, Barbie.
UI, no E.
No E.
Alright. So we talk about Webmaster Tool, right? This is an awesome tool. How to follow the Google Webmaster guidelines. You're going to put your website right there. It will tell you whether you followed the Webmaster Tool guideline or not, and how you can fix it. Because when you go to Google Webmaster Tool, there are a lot of rules. The Google Webmaster Tool, they have like a guideline, like how to do certain things. So this awesome tool that was created by Patrick Saxton, you can just put your domain right now, and we can do it after the break and see what is missing, what you need to fix. Okay? So he built this. He's not affiliated with Google, but he built this so he can make it easy for us. Okay?
So this is like a template for what you're...
No, you're going to put the domain, it will show you.
Oh, okay.
Let's come back after the break. Break time?
Yes.
All right.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? No, make it 10 minutes. All right, folks, we're going to go for another break. We'll come back after 10 minutes, so thank you for staying. If you have any question, leave the question in the comment. We'll see you later. Let me go ahead and just close this.